Not made any difference. That's hit
Radicals, yet old-fashioned. Uncompromising, yet lazy.
Throwing the bat at this ball.
India's greatest cricketing leader, yet called a disruptive element in the team. One of the world's best batsmen, yet someone whose batting was almost always under the scanners. This is the story of Saurav Ganguly.
He is a character where people expect something new.
Yes, he's got back to ball, and that is a regal-looking shot.
Touch, power, timing, brute force, silken strokes to the gaps, huge sixes. He had it all, and he was scoring at will.
Brilliantly done. He raises his...
He was a player with a big heart. He was a player who was willing to take on strong opposition. He was a player who knew when to score runs. He was a player who knew how to score runs.
I know if I can be just like him, that's going to be the ideal thing for me, because he's being my all-time scoring hero, no doubt about that. And if I can contribute even the half what he contributed to the Indian cricket, I think that's going to be tremendous.
उनसे बड़ा लेफ्ट-हैंडर क्लासिकल बैट्समैन मैंने नहीं देखा.
Saurav the batsman was so dominating during the late 90s that he ended a 3-test home series against Sri Lanka with an average of 98. In January 1998, he scored 124 in the highest successful run chase in ODIs against Pakistan. He set the record for the highest opening partnership in ODIs with Sachin. And in May 1999, he blasted his way to 183 against Sri Lanka at the World Cup. At that time, it was the highest score by an Indian in an ODI. An excellent cricketing brain, a natural flair for man management, and a drive to win that was so infectious that it could carry a whole team with it. Saurav was everything you could ask for in a captain.
मैं ये कहूँगा कि वो एक बहुत बड़े फाइटर हैं, कि जब उन्हें चैलेंज मिला टीम संभालने का, तब भी उनको अगेंस्ट एक वो फाइट करने की वो थी कि हाँ भाई अगर मुझे चैलेंज मिला है तो मुझे प्रूव करना है, मुझे लड़ना है यार, लड़ाना है अपनी टीम को.
Ganguly also had an uncanny eye for talent and the courage and conviction to back them.
All the way.
Imagine he bagged UV, Viru. All these players were bought by Saurav and Bhaji, Zach, and they turned out to be the match winners now.
Strength of Ganguly as a captain was to really connect well with the Harbhajan Singhs, the likes of Yuvraj, who were very, very young at that time. But I think he gave them enough independence to really act or probably they play the way they want. I think that independence made these guys strong characters by the end of the day.
Like that, he's found the gap.
Saurav won his first series as captain against South Africa, and then he and his team did the unthinkable. They took on the invincible Aussies and conquered them. The Prince of Kolkata had gotten under the Australian skin. He had engaged and beaten Steve Waugh's legendary team, not just on the field, but also in mind games.
He worked very hard. I've never seen anybody working as hard as he used to do at this 1.5 years time. He used to train tremendously. I don't think he has ever trained so much in his whole career. He used to bat twice and thrice in the nets. He used to spend hours with the coaches in nets, with the bowlers.
He is one player who I've seen that has fought back and has fought back so strongly that he has surprised everyone. In fact, there are a lot of times when he must have surprised even himself.
Oh, he's timed that exquisitely.
There was no looking back for the Prince of Kolkata. He was once again the god of the offside, the Maharaja of the batting strip. He was scoring at will. 249 runs at an average of 49.8 for a series win against England. His first test century at his home ground in Kolkata.
As if he's conquered the world.
His first double century, hammered against Pakistan in Bangalore. The familiar Man of the Series award. It felt like Saurav was making up for lost time.
वो फाइट करते हैं और वो उससे बाहर निकलते हैं. उनसे बड़ी कमबैक तो शायद किसी ने नहीं की. जिस तरह से वो 8-9 महीने ड्रॉप हुए और उसके बाद वापस आए और फिर दोबारा परफॉर्म किया, फिर दोबारा से खेलते रहे.
He won't be very harassed.
And then, finally, on his own terms.
Before I leave, I just want to say that this is going to be my last series. I've decided to quit. Thanks for all your support. Hopefully, we'll go on a winning note. Thanks.